So, sorry, I'm a bit silly. The first card you have you passed is the Ace of Pentacles. Fantastic card, absolutely fantastic. I love seeing this fast. Really, really good card. Okay, so a few different things here. This is looking like super stability, control, having control over things. I think, you're in a lot of control. You're in control of your life. You're in control of your destiny. You might not have felt that way. You might not feel that way now, but you are. It's like you're going down this path. I think deep down you're going down the right road. Even though your feelings are kind of wavering a little backwards and forwards, but you're going down the right path, I think, deep down. Yeah, it's the right way for you. You're right. You're going down the right path. You're going down the right road. There's a lot of cleaning up here as well. I think you're getting your life in order. I'm really getting this practical. Practical comes first. Cleaning up things, looking at all the practical side of your life, that was coming before everything else. And I think if you're single, whoever's going to come into your life from now on, they have to meet you on that level, on that practical level. Because I think before you were a bit like, I'll just find someone and I'll meet them, I'll fall for them, and then I'll work all that out later. I'll work out, do we have the same goals? Do we live in the same place? Because I'm seeing a little bit of long distance here, so maybe there was that. Maybe you lived in different places. It was completely impractical. Some of your old relationships were completely impractical. And now you're thinking, right, none of that. I've had some horrible relationships. I'm going to do something completely different. So I keep on seeing this practical first. Everything else follows after that. There's a big relationship I'm seeing here, an ex, an old relationship. It might not be big in terms of length. I don't think it was that long, but big in terms of feelings, emotions, really big. And then there was a big fall as well that came with that when it all went wrong, and you learned from that, and that's why you've got this practical outlook now. And you love them, you totally love this person, but practically it just didn't work. A lot of things they saw in one way, you saw in a completely different way. I'm getting that very, very different. I'm seeing money differences. Maybe they relied on you or something like that, because if you're coming up as the Ace of Pentacles, you're the reliable one, you're the promise of good things to come. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is, the promise of good things to come, the promise of abundance, going down a path, finding those things. That's what you were to them, and reliability as well. And distance as well. I'm seeing that distance on and off. I'm seeing lots of intense time with someone and then time away after that. So intense and then time away. Backwards, forwards, that's what I'm seeing. And a lot of imagined hope as well. Because I think if you had this distance from them, the time that you're away from them, you're probably thinking, when we're together, it's going to be fantastic. And when we're together for good, it's going to be like this. We're going to live here, we're going to do that. So you're imagining all these things. And imagination's a really powerful thing, very, very powerful. It can be more powerful than reality. Really, it can. And so you had this imagination, but it wasn't based on the practical. That's what I'm seeing. Unrealistic hopes, all that kind of thing. So I think that looking back on that now. And I think there might actually be someone else around you now, but it feels very slow. It feels like someone's there, someone's around you. They're not close to you, they're not approaching you. And I think that. I think you can see that. I think you see some potential in this person. But I think when they do approach you, if they do eventually, you'll take these, you'll look at the lessons from this old relationship and you'll apply it to this person or anyone else. You're doing the right thing. You're absolutely doing the right thing. Look at this hand holding this coin. This represents a gift. So this is a gift you're giving to yourself, this gift of stability, and all of that, because no one else can give that to you. No one else can give you stability, even if you were the most stable person in the world. If you don't feel that stability inside yourself, you still have that insecure energy around you and inside you. So you've learned some really good lessons, and so you're doing the right thing. Again, you're on the right path. So I can really see that really clearly now. I can see why you're on the right path, because you've learned and you've moved, or you're moving forward with what you've learned. So yeah, the next card you have for your past is, yes, the devil. Horrible, ugly, old devil. Horrible. So this is the opposite of the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, so just looking over this whole spread, there are a lot of contradictions here. And there's temptation as well. I'm getting this temptation. I'm getting temptation. So with temptation comes a warning. And that's what this devil card is usually, because obviously it's the devil. It looks like this path you're on, and you're still on this path. It's obviously a mind path. It's not a heart path. It's a practical path. Yeah, I think when you came out of this heartbreak in this old relationship, it might have been hard for you to separate the feelings from the practical side, the emotional from the practical. There's a lot of generosity here, wanting to help them. I think you saw a lot of potential in them, but that's all there was, potential. Nothing came of that, just potential. That's what I'm seeing. And I think this devil, I think this is here because it just shows how attached you were. You know, you tried to get away, I think, a few times. You probably made several attempts to get away, but you came back a few times, I think. Okay, I don't want to say this, but I have to. There's a warning here. Okay, someone else is attached to them. Someone else is with them, and it's in love. So so they're with someone. They're in a relationship, but it's not just a relationship. They're attached. They're chained like this. These people are chained to this devil. So I think this ex depends on them financially, and so it looks very, very codependent. I don't mean to talk about buzzword psychobabble, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like they're kind of dependent on each other, and I think this ex is dependent on them, probably financially, because I was seeing that with you as well, and they're dependent on your ex because I don't know, for whatever reason, they're getting some kind of emotional thing from that. They're getting something out of that emotionally. So there's a lot of dependency with these chains here. Just watch out, because I keep on getting temptation. Watch out for temptation. Yeah, I think they might try to reach out to you. They're not looking for love. They're not looking for that from you. There's definitely communication or an attempt. And obviously it's a warning, you know, with the devil. I don't think you're going to soften at all. You're going to be super strong when this communication comes. I'm actually seeing you with your arms crossed. I'm surprised the Four of Cups is here, because that's the kind of image I'm getting in my mind. You know, arms crossed, saying no, all that. That's how you're going to be. And yeah, you're not going to be able to see past what happened between you in the past. It was quite severe, because I was seeing this big drop, this big heartbreak. So you're not going to forget that. So yeah, be careful, but I think you will be anyway, because you're on this path, you're on this new path, and you've learned from that. So there's no way you're going back, no way. But just watch out. Okay, so the last card you have your past is the Star. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So you've got the devil between these two beautiful cards, the thorn between the roses. So, okay, so what's standing out to me here is it's your resilience. Super strong, super resilient. There's an ibis on this card. It's just behind her elbow, and you know, ibis are extremely resilient. And what's interesting here is I was looking at this path in the Ace of Pentacles, and you're going down a really solid path. You're heading towards something quite lucrative, I think, money. Maybe it's a career or something. Maybe this is something you're doing. It's like a lucrative future. You're looking towards your money and you're heading down that path. There's definitely lots and lots of money coming up for you gradually. It's gradual though, like as you go down this path, it's going to slowly build up. That's what I'm seeing. So you've got that, because the Ace of Pentacles is about potential, and now you've got the Star, and that can be about goals and hope and manifesting that potential. So you've got that down after the Ace of Pentacles. So that looks really good for you. And yeah, I think you're working really hard. I think you're on this path already. It feels as if you're a bit exhausted actually. But the thing about you is you don't give up. You don't give up. So back to this path, it looks like you're creating your own paths, not just one path, but several, more than one. Maybe you're setting up different streams of income. Maybe you've got a business and you've got different areas of that business. You're branching out into different areas. Because look at the way this woman's pouring the jug of water on the earth. I'll just lift it up so you can see. Yeah, so she's pouring this jug onto the earth. And there are all these different streams or trails, and they're all branching out into different areas. So I think your success, it's going to be down to being versatile and doing all these different things that I'm seeing on this card. This feels a bit emotional to me as well. It feels quite emotional. It feels like an emotional release, actually. Yeah, I think someone really wants to tell you something. I think it might be this person in the Ace of Pentacles, because I was seeing this person around you wanting to talk to you. So I think that's who this is. Because this is about someone who really wants to tell you something. There's some kind of distance here. And there's love as well. It might not be a physical distance, but they feel a bit distant from you. That's what I'm getting. It feels like they haven't been able to be themselves or their true selves for some reason. And now they're ready. You know, this woman's naked. And nakedness in tarot can be about just being yourself. You know, losing your inhibitions, being natural, having nothing to hide, all that kind of thing. Coming up and saying things. So I think that's what they're going to do. And yeah, there's love here. Absolutely. There's love here, but there's slowness. There's slowness. And, you know, the Star card usually comes after the Tower in the deck. So I think maybe they've had some kind of shock or a bit of a revelation in their life or something. And, you know, sometimes when we go through shock or a big change like that, it can make us realise how short life actually is. And, you know, can make us want to rush around and do everything before it's too late. So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. So I think they're going to come in and talk to you. I think you're one of the things, or a conversation with you is one of the things that they feel as if they don't want to miss. You know, they don't want to leave it until it's too late. So yeah, they're going to come and tell you how they feel. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So I'll go into the next card. So the first card you have here present is the Knight of Pentacles. Yes. Yeah, so again, slow conversation, wanting to come forward, wanting to talk to you, but it's slow. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is about. It's the slow card. So yeah, they've been feeling like this for a long time, I think. There's been something stopping them, but this Tower moment, whatever's happened, has made them go, okay, I can't be stuck like this night anymore. I can't be sitting here doing nothing. I have to start to move forward at some time. So that's what they're going to do. And I think also they might have been holding back, not just because of this, whatever it was holding them back before this Tower thing. I think there's also this, because I was getting this in the Ace of Pentacles, that you've got this kind of, no, I'm practical, I'm independent, I've got all that going on about me. So there might have been, or they might still be picking that up around you as well, that energy. So it might be that as well. But it's that vibe and that energy stopped a lot of people from approaching you, I think. I think you've had some people who have come to approach you in love and they've been totally wrong for you, totally the wrong kind of person for you. And because they've felt that vibe around you, it's made them keep away. So I think it's been good for you. The other thing here is there might be some kind of an event coming up or something like that. I'm seeing people getting together. I'm seeing family. There's a bit of nervousness. There's a bit of hesitation here because this knight's hesitating. He's not going forward. Yeah, I think you're close to some of the people in your family, but some of the others you're very, very distant from. Even nervous to be around. I'm getting that nervousness. And I think this distance between you goes way, way, way back. You know, there's this, oh no, I feel really terrible even being around them. Something happened maybe in your past. I don't know, but you've got that distance there. And yeah, it actually feels like some of your family overlooked you maybe. They might have overlooked you for someone else. Yeah, I think someone else was paid a lot of attention and it wasn't you. That's what I'm getting, sadly. Because look at the way this knight's looking over this coin. He's not looking down at the coin, he's looking over the coin. He's holding it in a really gentle way. He's really gentle, he's holding it, he's taking care of it, but he's not looking at it, he's not giving it any attention. He's looking over it. So maybe you're taken care of in practical ways, clothed, fed, schooled, everything, but not paid all that much attention. Maybe you weren't listened to. That's what I'm getting. Maybe they didn't listen to you, because this knight's not looking at the coin. So maybe you were talking to your family or whoever this was, and they weren't listening to you or looking at you. If this is you, and if there's something coming up like an event, because I'm seeing this nervousness with something that's ahead of you, because that's why he's stopped. He's just kind of sitting there or standing there. Yeah, there's an event here, and I think you might be going to see some of these people. If that's you, just know how strong you are. Just remember that. Remember how strong you are. You're on your path, you know where you're going, and you're a lot stronger than them, I think. Because anyone who tries to hurt you, they're not as strong as you. And I feel as if I have to tell you that for some reason. And obviously, if this is something serious, if they did something quite serious to you, you don't have to go. You don't have to be around anyone who makes you feel uncomfortable. But yeah, you're strong. Just remember that. You push through things. You overcome things. You're resilient. That's what I'm seeing in the star card. And this is a workhorse. You push through things. And declining an invitation, saying no to an invitation, if that's what you decide to do, just know that's not a weakness. It doesn't matter. Don't feel bad if you have to say no. That's a strength as well. That's a strength as well, because it's about knowing where your boundaries are. So whatever you decide to do, think about how you feel. Think about taking care of yourself. Think about nurturing yourself. Think about what makes you feel the best. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Okay, the next card you have here present is the Lovers. Okay, this is interesting. I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the Two of Swords, and they can both be about decisions. So I think I'll talk about the two of them together. So, okay, so with the Lovers, obviously this is about this love situation with this person wanting to talk to you, but they're not sure yet. They're kind of taking their time. I'm actually seeing a lot of, I don't know how to explain this. It's not opposition, it's more like influence. Someone's influencing them in some way, and there's tradition as well. I'm getting tradition around this. It might be that they're from a background that's quite different or traditional, different to yours, very traditional. And there's something around that was holding them back. Maybe it's religion. Maybe you're from a different religion or culture or something. I keep on seeing someone trying to influence them, a group as well. So that's what makes me think of religion as well, because they're really torn. Look at the Two of Swords. Yeah, when I see group and I see tradition and I see beliefs and all that kind of thing together, obviously I think about tradition or a church or something like that. It might not be, but that's how it looks, when I'm piecing everything together. And again, they're in two minds for a really, really long time. Should I stay around this group? Should I do what they're telling me? Or should I move ahead, away? Now, with this big change, it's really making them question a lot of things. So it might be that they're coming out of that. It might be that they're coming out of this old belief system, religion, family, tradition, that as well. They might be coming out of all of that. And also religion, because obviously this is the Garden of Eden, so that as well. So if they open up to you, they might need a bit of care, a bit of patience and all of that. They might want to confide in you, or they might want to keep things to themselves. I think they probably will want to confide in you. But, just try and be really patient with them, because I think they've been through a lot to get to where they are, to the stage of where they're talking to you about this. Yeah, they're getting over a lot, and they're going to be working through that for a while. So, yeah, just remember that. If they go a bit distant, if they start talking to you and they stop, or if they, whatever, if they behave a little bit strangely, just don't be too upset about that. Just be patient. That's what I'm getting in that card. Okay, so the first card you have here features the Two of Cups. Beautiful, I love this. Yeah, all these cards here in the future, they're all telling me this person, this potential love connection is coming to talk to you, definitely, at some time. They're going to open up to you, and they've got a lot to open up to you about. Not just about how they feel toward you, but it's about what they've come from. I'm seeing this all very clearly now. So I'm going to talk about all three of these cards together. So, okay, so obviously with the Two of Cups, I'm seeing a lot of talks, lots of conversations. That's what this can be about. It looks like they're really, really going to open up, and I think they're going to need to open up to you. They're going to need that because I think maybe the people that are around them, it just feels like they don't have many people around them that are open to this change that they're experiencing, and that would make sense. You know, if they're leaving a family, or if they're leaving a belief system, or if they're leaving a religion or a church or something. No, the people that they're leaving behind aren't going to be sympathetic or understanding to what they're going through. Of course they're not. So, you know, if this is you, if you know what this is all about, if you know who this is, you're going to be crucial in helping them to get through this. You're going to be a key person in this. And if you look at the Moon and you look at the Judgment card as well, both of those cards are about coming out and being themselves. And I was seeing in the Star card, they weren't able to be themselves. And now I'm seeing that they can. You know, because you've got the Moon card, you've got the lobster coming out of the water. And he's saying, I'm going to follow my path, I'm going to be myself. And you've got the Judgment card, where this family are coming out of these boxes. Just move it up so you can see. So they're coming out of their boxes. They're saying, I'm coming out, it's time. We're all coming out of our boxes. So that's what they're doing. They're coming out of their box. And so they're confessing, they're telling you how they feel, but there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more to it than confessing their love to you. So but there's definitely love here. So don't think there isn't. They might come and talk to you about all these other things, and you might still be thinking, well, do they actually want love with me? Are they just talking to me about all these things? Yes, they do. If they come to you and say, oh, I've got this I want to talk about, and they don't talk about love, just know that that is probably coming later on, because the Two of Cups can be about friendship that turns into love later on, because the caduceus in the middle of the cups is about conversations, and that's leading up into the line, which is all about passion. So that's what's going to happen. So the talk first, passion later. So just be prepared for all of these mixed feelings that they're going to have inside them, and they obviously trust you. That's another really good thing here. If they're sharing this with you, they totally trust you.